pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I went through a breakup recently. It's okay though. It's okay. I think what I realized happened is we realized we wanted different things. You know? Like, I wanted to stay together. She did not. She did not want that. She did not want that. She said she still wanted to be friends. You ever hear this before? You guys over there, maybe? Well, guess what? The joke's on her, because I'm a terrible friend. So, good luck with that. I'm doing well, though. I'm doing well. I don't need to brag or anything, but every time I go on a pornographic website, I get contacted non-stop by girls in my area who want to fuck. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Dating in New York is tough. That's an original idea that I had recently. Come up and share it with you guys. No, it's weird. I feel like in my dating life, I often feel like a walking contradiction a little bit. Like I'm smart, I'm stupid, I'm confident, I'm insecure, I'm a guy, but like I'm also a good person. I know the worst, right? I know the worst. I feel like the more I read about men in the news, I'm like, oh, I hate those guys. We had the Me Too movement recently, which was a great thing. It was a great thing, right, guys? Very excited about that. It's very interesting, I feel like now, because we see men and they have to adapt to the way society is now. Whereas myself, I feel like society is finally adapting to where I've always been. You know? Like men, suddenly they're all scared of women, right? And, you know, I've been afraid of women my entire life. You know, men, they're suddenly like, oh, gotta make sure we get consent. It's very important. You know, in high school, getting consent was my move. It was my move. I'd be making out with a girl and I'd be like, are you sure? Are you sure this is okay? Are you sure this is okay? Are you sure you're sure? And you're not going to believe this, but back then they did not like that. They called it, how do you say, a huge turnoff? They would leave me for sexy Steve over there, because, you know, he's aggressive, he knows what he wants, and he takes it. But, you know, they don't do that anymore. Partly because sexy Steve is in jail. Not for anything like that. It was for insider trading, but, you know, the message remains the same. And that message is fuck that guy. You guys might be surprised to learn this about me, but I'm very tall. I'm 6'5" to be exact, and you know, some people were surprised. I'd just like to say on behalf of any tall person that's ever sat in front of you during a Broadway show, I'd just like to say we're very sorry. We don't like it either. There's not a lot of leg room to work with. We can't slouch. We have to sit up straight, and it's bad for everyone. It's bad for everyone. It's especially bad for me because with my height, it's more my torso, you know. Because so like standing, I'm 6'5", but sitting down, I'm like 8'10". It's not good. It's not good. The other day I was at a Broadway show, the usher's rushing down the aisle yelling at me. He's like, sit down, sit down. I'm like, I am sitting! This is how I sit! It's tough, you know, it's tough being tall sometimes. I don't know if you know this about tall people, but we have a shorter life expectancy. The tall people in the audience are suddenly very concerned. And I'm sorry you had to find out this way. At a comedy show. So you're coming to a civil comedy show, and you're suddenly face to face with your own mortality. It is true, I found this out when I went to visit my grandma at the nursing home, and I was looking around, I realized there were no tall old people. I asked the nurse, I'm like, where are all the tall old people? She's like, they died. Death, that's a scary thing. I think the thing that I hate most about death, I hate that phrase that people always use, you know, when they say, like, he died doing what he loved. You ever hear this before? And I understand what they mean. It's, you know, it's meant to be nice for the people they leave behind. They're like, oh, you know, Richard, he always loved eating cake. He died eating cake. That's nice. But listen, all I know is that when I'm doing something I love, like, I hate to be interrupted. Like, I hate it. It's the worst. Don't you want to die doing something you like that you hate, right? Isn't that when you're like, oh, kill me now? This is the worst. That's when you want to die. You know, so that's how I want to go. I want it to be like someone's like, oh, you know, it's very unfortunate that Alex is dead, but at least he doesn't have to worry about blocking anyone during Mean Girls anymore. I'm Alex Forstenhausler.